So most YouTube videos revolve around people doing something. I'm going to do a little series about me trying not to do something. Something I've done for over 60% of my life. Beautiful. I don't want to make it 70% of my life. I think I'm done. So, why now? Because I'm on holiday. I guess if the question is why now, smokers tend to smoke, we hear it all the time, for relaxation or stress or happiness. We smoke when we've just eaten food, we smoke when we've just accomplished something, we smoke if there's been a particularly long gap between cigarettes, we smoke if we've just had a shower, we smoke if we've just had a poo. At work, it's certainly so embedded into my routine. I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is have a cigarette. The first thing I do after teaching a lesson when I get back onto the dock is have a cigarette. It's become so much of a reflex for me. I don't even think about it. People often ask me how many I smoke in a day. I honest to God couldn't tell you. So that brings me to why I'm doing it now. I've got some time and I'm away from my normal routine, which theoretically in my head gives me a chance to focus on it and just have a break from my regular routine. That's why we're doing it now. As if by pure impulse or instinct. First thing I do at a shop is buy a packet of cigarettes. Now obviously the ultimate goal here is to quit. However, I'm not going to put a crazy amount of pressure on myself or stress. So there's a rule, a ground rule. Every time I smoke a cigarette, I'm going to take a mindful approach to smoking it. And I really focus on sort of it going in, kind of how vile the whole process is really. That's essentially my ground rule for this week. And then fingers crossed, by the end of the week, I'll be smoke free. So I guess ultimately, I'm kind of getting to that age where I'm thinking about, I want a family. I feel like my life has re-begun since giving up drugs and alcohol 6 years ago, which was tough and full on. And I'm super proud, I'd be dead if I didn't. But I feel like I've got a new lease of life and I feel a new appreciation for said life, and I want it to last for as long as possible. I'm healthy in most aspects of my life, but smoking is kind of the last thing to go. So, day one, how did that go? Yeah, it was alright. Without keeping the suspense, 10 plus cigarettes, who knows? Again, as I said, didn't really keep count. Yeah, funny earlier, just the moment you get into town, it's like just the weirdest impulse of like, I was in a shop buying a drink and then it's like, some cigarettes too, please. Funniest thing, sort of like subtly hiding it from Sam as well, my buddy. But giving the mindful thing a go, it does help, just sort of really focusing on the grimminess and the tar and all this sort of shit bits about smoking. So yeah, I'm on controlled intake now. All my stuff's with Sam. He's going to limit me. We've set some boundaries and rules. Obviously, ultimately, I want to be at a point where I just don't think about it, the obsession, rather than like thinking about getting to the next one. That's kind of the whole point in quitting anything, if you ask me. Anyway, I'm not a saint. I had to start somewhere. Tomorrow's a brand new day. Sleep tight.